Have you ever seen a baby tapir? Yes, a tapir. Tapirs are herbivore mammals who love water and have a short, prehensile nose trunk. This one is the Malayan tapir and lives in Southeast Asia. They are cute, aren't they? I really like them. Despite their cuteness, the Malayan tapirs are in danger of extinction because of human activities, especially land use, such as forestry and agriculture. Most of these activities produce goods, for instance palm oil, soil or wood, that are exported and consumed somewhere else, for example here in Europe. Like the Malayan tapir, many other species are in danger of extinction for similar reasons, and as a result, global biodiversity is decreasing. To halt this decrease, we first need a reliable tool to quantify the impacts of land use on global biodiversity. My name is Francesca Rosa, and in my research at the Chair of Ecological System Design, I work on models to assess the biodiversity loss caused by land use and to connect our consumption to the impacts on biodiversity at the global level. But first, what is biodiversity and why is it important? Biodiversity means species richness, genetic heritage of species, and variations and functions within the ecosystems. We shall never forget that biodiversity is fundamental to the balance of the natural environment we all rely on, and thus we must protect it. To quantify the impacts of land use on biodiversity, also in globalized and complex supply chains, we can use the life cycle assessment methodology. However, the available models currently used to quantify biodiversity loss still need to be improved. So, given this context, what do? I aim at better quantify the impacts on terrestrial biodiversity due to land use within the life cycle assessment framework. I focus on different land use categories, for example, annual crops and pastures, and land use practices. I am planning to model the impacts on both species richness and the functionality of species. But how do I do this? I need to consider the biodiversity response, for example, how many species we lose if we convert natural land to annual crops in a certain region, and then to match the biodiversity response to land use maps in order to provide a global and regionalized assessment. These assessments are crucial to understand the impacts of our daily life on biodiversity and make better choices as companies, consumers, and policymakers. Through this research, we can provide a more precise and reliable method to quantify impacts on biodiversity in order to allow us to better protect life on Earth and the tapirs, of course.